Now I'm going to take the call here and give it over to the guy that everyone wants to hear from, the visionary, the leader, and my great friend, John Rogers. If you're on the line, say hello.
Hey, Matt, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. You're coming in clear.
Hey, good deal. Folks, I tell you what, I've been looking so forward to this call, and I got good news for you. You know what? I don't even have my iPhone anywhere next to me. So I'm not going to get distracted by any texts, that's for sure. You know what? I just want to openly thank Matt so much. The job that Matt's been doing has been amazing with the company. I can't even imagine doing what we're doing without the help that he's given. He's been a great overseeing all the operations, and thank you so much, Matt. And I tell you what, folks? We've been waiting for so long for this. And if you could see behind the scenes, everything that we've been doing, all the time, all of the effort that's been building up to this thing, to this moment in time, it's not. A lot of folks just learned about it, just came on board. But I'll tell you what, this goes back past a year. It was past a year ago that John and I got together, and I shared with him the vision, this idea that I had of bringing together the mobile application industry with the personal development industry and putting it together in a way that it has a referral system, making it possible for the average everyday person to earn money from the mobile application explosion. And I just knew it. I knew that if it were done correctly, that the first person on the market with that concept, that it would be an explosion. I absolutely knew that it would go viral. However, I got to tell you, as much as I knew that, it's been bigger than what I even expected. It really has. As many of you know, it was really our hopes to have 10,000 subscribers within the first 90 days of pre-launch. 90 days of pre-launch, 10,000 subscribers. Well, you know what? We opened up this pre-enrollment just over 3.5 weeks ago, and here's what's happened. I'll bring you up to speed as to what's happened. But first of all, I'm going to paint you a little bit of a picture here. We really feel like as we've been cultivating things behind the scene, putting in a lot of hours, making sure that everything is done right. This pre-launch is really like the birth of a child to us. It really is. It's like bringing a new baby into the world. And, there was an announcement a long time ago that, hey, here's what's coming. And whenever you announce the birth of a child, the parents, they're excited about it. And then when a child's born, there's great excitement with that. And that's what we're looking at right here. It's just a couple days away, the due date, okay, with the pre-launch. And we're all excited about this, but a lot of questions come to people's minds like, by the way, John, what does that mean anyways? What is pre-launch? Haven't we been in pre-launch? No, not at all. We haven't been in pre-launch. We just made the website available to a handful of leaders, a handful of founders, to make it possible to do some pre-building. It hasn't been pre-launch. Here's what pre-launch is. Here's what to expect with pre-launch. Come Friday, you're going to be able to download the application itself. What's that look like? Now, the application right now is in the hands of Apple, all right? Ideally, you know what? It'd be nice to download it from the Apple Store. It may or may not work, quite frankly, as far as the Apple Store. We don't need the Apple Store, but it'd be nice to have it back there. It would be a free download, and then you would access it with a password, and you have the subscription through the website. But here's what everybody's going to have the ability to do on Friday. On Friday, there will be a link on the website itself so that you can download the app directly to your device. That application will be good on all devices, Android device, iPhone device, and any mobile device. Also, it will be accessible by the web also. It will install an icon, and it will be a web app. Okay, a web app is functional in just the same way. However, the time will come either Friday or shortly thereafter. We'll know if whether or not the iOS devices, the iPhone devices, will continue to use that. If they do that, it'll be just the same. You'll have an icon on your phone, just like you have with any other app. Like right now, I've got the icon on my phone. I just downloaded it earlier. You'll have the same thing. But then eventually same thing with the Android devices. And you'll be able to get that in the Android market, okay? But, the reason why we say it's pre-launch is this. It's still very much, there's a lot of growing that's going to do with that. Don't expect to see a fully developed archive at that point. We'll have the first video that you'll see, and then the archive will grow as time goes, because next week there'll be a new video. The first video will go into the archive, and as time goes, we will start to build up the archive a bit faster than the weekly releases, because we'll have access to other information as well. But it's basically in beta. It's a beta, okay? So we're going to be testing a lot of the systems, making sure our servers are going well with the streaming, also building up the archive, okay? Making sure all of the glitches are ironed out. That's the value of pre-launch. Then there's another value of pre-launch, and what that is this. Man, I've been really, really looking forward to this. The reality of the matter is that everything that we've done up to this point has all been on the merit of all of you guys just doing an amazing job. One person sharing with another, sharing with another. But come Friday evening, we're going to start having webinars every night of the week. Every night of the week. And we're going to have those available for you to direct people to invite people and say, hey, if you want to take a close-up look at exactly what we're doing, take a look at the webinar. Now, the reality of the matter is that a person can always do what they've done over the last few weeks. A person can always go to the website and see it clear enough there. But you know what? For one reason or another, live webinars, there's just something about those. They're very, very effective. Well, they're going to be available every night. Now, here's how this is going to work. Every day, we're not going to send out an email on that, and the reason why is we don't want to bombard you with a whole bunch of endless emails. All right. Rather, in the back office, you'll be able to get the link in the back office. Every day, the link to the webinar will be in the back office. It's at that point that you'll be able to copy that and send it to whoever you want to invite on the webinar. Now, hey, let me just encourage you in this. If you don't have a guest on there, there's no reason for you to be on there taking up space, okay? Because we're going to be maxing out those webinars. But that's some of the things that we're going to be looking at. And then our plan is to have a 90-day period of pre-launch. The actual official launch will be when we say it's the actual official launch. Ballpark 90 days, but we're going to have an event. It's going to be an actual event, an actual launch event. But folks, let me tell you this. Everybody who's on this call right now, and everybody that's listening to this call in the back office, I really can't put into words just how special it is that you're at this place at this time. It's a unique time. Within the industry of network marketing, it's always a desirable place to be a part of a pre-launch of something, on the ground floor of something. It's kind of a coveted place, right? But I tell you what, that's so much the case with this right here and now, because it's not, if I might just be so bold, this isn't just an average, ordinary pre-launch. I really don't think so. The reason I say that is this. In the very short period of time that we've been taking pre-enrollments, I alluded to this earlier, what our original goal was to have 10,000 subscribers within the first 90 days. Folks, something very, very special has happened. Something really unique, something very uncommon. By the time pre-launch gets here on the 1st, we will have enrolled 40,000 people. 40,000 people. And I'll share with you some of the conversations that I'm having with folks. We're having people that are coming on board that are world-class professional networkers that have been in the industry for years. I'm talking about people who have been top income earners, not in their company. No, not in their company. In the industry, period. Top income earners in the industry that have come on board. And they're saying things like, see, I don't want to talk to you about what my thoughts are. It's easier for me to let you know what what they say about this. And by the way, we're going to have some of these folks on the call next week so that you can hear it from them, the unique place that we're in. Many of these people are saying, you know what, this is the most special, the most unique opportunity that we've seen in a long, long time. Some of them go as far as to say it's the most unique, it's the most special thing that we've ever seen. But the idea of 40,000 in just a few weeks, I don't even know what to say about that. I can say confidently this: I've never seen that before. I've personally never heard of that before. I don't have knowledge that's exhaustive enough to say that it's never happened. I'm not going to be so bold to say that's never happened before, but I can say this: I've never seen that before, and if it's happened, it hasn't happened in a long, long time. And you know what? We're not even at pre-launch yet. This is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the place that you're at right now, you know, I want to encourage everybody not to take this for granted. You know, it's always, so many times people say, boy, I wish I was there when. Boy, I wish I could have been there at the beginning. Well, guess what? You're there. You're here. You're here now. This is at the beginning. But at the same time, I'm going to let you know this. Just being here, yeah, it's good, but just being here, if a person really doesn't do anything, I really don't know how much good that's really going to do you. Okay? I would highly recommend for a person to cultivate a vision for getting the most out of this situation. Get the most out of it. Because you know what? Right here, right now, you can do one of two things. You can sit in the background and kind of percolate and hope that things come your direction. And if you're of that mentality, if you're of that mindset that you hope that things will just naturally come your direction without any effort, very, very little will come of that. However, there are people within the last few weeks that have seized the opportunity that, based on the effort that they've put into it now, will reap huge rewards in the future. And I'm reminded of a picture. And by the way, I love this picture. You're going to hear me talking about this a lot in the future. Listen carefully, because it's a powerful one. It's powerful. 90% of a rocket's fuel is used during takeoff. 90% of a rocket's fuel is used during takeoff. But here's what happens. When it busts out of the atmosphere and it breaks out of the gravitational pull of the Earth, then, man, the view is something else. I'll tell you right now, if you put effort into it, let it burn, okay? Put some effort into it, massive effort. Then you know what's going to happen? You're going to break free of the gravitational pull of a lot of things. You'll maximize the benefit of the content itself, but also you'll set things up to win financially in a way where once you break free of certain things, well, I tell you what, it's a great place to be. It's a great view, the view of being, how should I say, financial freedom, okay? It's a great thing to know that the kind of financial freedom that can be created if you put effort into it. There's the E word, effort, all right? Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be a huge superstar to do this, in the sense of, a lot of times people hear those numbers at the beginning of the call. Whew, man, amazing numbers. Amazing number. Actually, I'm going to bring this up. Lee, the guy who's the second place person, he brought in something like 190 people. News for you. He came on 3 days ago. He's only been with the company 3 days. Now, a lot of times people see that and say, well, these people clearly have access to a network. I mean, they're bringing people. They've got a huge database to work with. But you know what? Here's what's powerful about what we're working with right here. You don't need a huge database. The simplicity of what we're working with here, we've set this up to where anybody can win with this. It's so achievable for anybody. What's powerful about this is, there's so many things that are powerful, but it is so simple. It's very simple. It's very duplicatable. It's with all the confidence in the world that I can say that this is this is quite simply the most duplicatable thing that I've ever seen. And it's confirmed. It's seen in the explosion of numbers that we have, coming up on 40,000. It's amazing. My encouragement to you would be this: everybody, listen very carefully. Right now is the time for action on this. This is going to be a call to action for you. Now is the time. If there was ever a time for action, if there was ever a time for focus, now is the time. When you have the app, people are going to love the app, okay? When you have access to the webinar, that's going to be fantastic. Also, there's going to be other tools that are coming down the road. We're still working on a lot of things. We're still working on the production of the videos that we're going to have on the application part and the compensation part. Those are still temporary. But you know what? Now is the time to strike while the iron is hot. And how that looks is this. Me personally, if I'm in the field, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that I put myself in a position to maximize the compensation plan. I'm going to make sure that I refer 10 people. That's me. Okay, now start with 3. Go ahead and start with 3. But if you really want to maximize the compensation plan, personally refer 10 people. Each one of those 10 people, here's what I'm going to share with them. I'm going to say, hey, keep this thing simple. Go ahead and get 3 people. Get 3 people and help them get 3 people. Then you're going to have your application for free. That's the first thing that you're going to do. And then after that, once that's done, go to the next step and get 10 people, because that's what we call the sweet spot. It maximizes the compensation plan. And show other people how to do the same thing. One of the things that I love about this industry is that when it's done right, if you really take time, spend time with people. It's not just about running the numbers. It's not about putting a bunch of numbers on board, but it's also working with those people and helping them to do the same. This business is not so much about running a bunch of numbers, but it's a matter of duplication. And the difficulty in the past with duplication is that a lot of systems are hard to duplicate. But again, this is very simple to duplicate. A master of this early on, coming out of the gate, right from day number 1, someone who's been a master at this is Kerry at the beginning of the call. I mean, that's a guy right there demonstrating leadership. And you know what? He's had great production, but along with that, he's worked with his people. He has servant leadership, saying, folks, what can I do to help you? And that's huge. And folks, I'll tell you what, that culture right there, if you commit yourself to activity, but also follow up that activity with having a commitment to helping your people win, that's the beautiful thing about this industry. And, you know, it's a matter of this. I heard it put this way years ago, and it's stuck in my head, and I love it. Listen very carefully. If you care for people, if you help people, and if you care for people, the money will chase you down. That's true. The money will take care of itself. Just help people. Help them be successful. And what we're going to do is we're going to be committed to giving you all of the tools that we can to help you succeed. And with that, I'll tell you what, once again, the first couple of days of the webinar, we will send out a link. But we really want to encourage people to invite people to that webinar and use that as a tool to grow your business. And hey, we're going to wrap up at a reasonable time tonight. We hear that a lot of people are saying, hey, the calls are going too long. So we're going to wrap it up. Folks, looking forward to the pre-launch on Friday. You'll get an email with the webinar, and we're going to believe for great things. Have a great night.